afternoon everyone and welcome to the launch of the new Future Leaders programme. My name is Sarah and I am from Derry, London, Derry. I'm a graduate of the Amazing the Space project where I created a pledge for peace with my classmates, which was an outline of the actions we would take to make our community, our island and the world a better place for all. I am now a part of the Future Leaders programme, working at the moment in a design group with other young people from across the island who have been involved in a wide range of programmes with Cooperation Ireland. We are working with programme staff to create a programme of leadership training that caters to the needs of my peers. Being involved in this initiative gives me the opportunity to continue my pledge to build a better future by contributing to the design of a youth-led programme that will help my generation to develop skills, build positive relationships across communities and prepare us to be potential leaders of the future. It's an exciting time for us all in the design group and I'm delighted that you've joined us today for this event where we can tell you a little bit more about the programme, the future plans and the great need now more than ever for programmes like these.
I'm here in St Mary's College in Derry and I am only too delighted to lend my support to Amazing the Space, a fantastic project and initiative about young people, for young people.
Today we will unveil a magnificent Peace Pledge tree here in Ebrington Park as a permanent reminder to our people and the many visitors to our city that young people want their voices to be heard. We want peace in our city, we want peace in our country, and we want peace across the world.
I would like to introduce you to one of my colleagues on the design group, Caitlin from Cork.
Hi, my name is Caitlin. I'm 19 and I'm studying Youth and Community Development in CIT now. I took part in the Youth Leadership Programme here in Cork in 2018. I was part of a group of 24 young people who came together across 3 communities in Cork and cross-border and a Belfast group to undertake a sports leadership training programme. The aim of this programme is to develop our skills and confidence as leaders with the potential and belief to make real differences within our local communities. We decided to put these skills into action when we worked together on a social action project to promote positive mental health amongst our peers. We chose mental health as we'd all been affected by it and it gave us an opportunity to tackle an issue which is so important in all our lives. We worked together here in Cork and we shared our thoughts and plans with our friends in Northern Ireland. In the end, we developed several strategies which raised awareness around this issue. This included designing a resource booklet with advice and contact details for local support groups. When we were considering what should be included in the Future Leaders programme, it highlighted to me the importance it is to provide young people with training to support each other. We need the confidence and experience to build relationships and to develop our support networks. We need to now more than ever mind our health and well-being.
It was good to be able to meet from people from Belfast and, get to know what they're interested in and see the similarities of what the two of us, are interested in and so forth. But yeah, it was a great year for me and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I would never be able to do anything like speak out in front of people, but because of Cooperation Ireland, I'm now able to speak out loud in front of a bunch of people, and I'm more confident in myself when going to meet new people and doing different things.
We do get a chance to talk about what's important to us, what's going on in our lives, get anything out that we need to talk about, anything bad's going on, stuff like mental health, stuff that's been going on around our area, because mental health's a big issue in our area because there's been a lot of suicide and stuff that's happened recently.
I also had the opportunity to participate in Brexit-themed workshops exploring with peers from Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland the impact these were going to have on our lives. We got to engage with policymakers around these issues and we got to present our findings to politicians across the island. It was and is so important for young people to have their voices heard around issues that impact their lives.
We're doing a workshop on Brexit with young people. It's the second part of a 2-day programme. We were up in Armagh. Amazing Space is the reason we're here and thanks to them our voice is heard. If it wasn't for Amazing Space, there would be a lesser voice for young people, especially on such a matter.
These are just a small sample of programmes that Cooperation Ireland has delivered in schools and youth clubs across the island.
Now across Northern Ireland, with our partners, Cooperation Ireland delivers social action programmes annually to across 16 separate communities.
From a Cooperation Ireland point of view, it's very much about providing opportunities for young people from across Belfast. Part of the project is also about bringing young people to different communities where they wouldn't necessarily travel to.
Taking part in the Peace Forward programme has increased my knowledge because it's improved my understanding. Like, I maybe used to say something that people would find offensive and I wouldn't even bat an eye about it. It was just part of my normal language. So it's important to gain like a wider understanding of like people's views and how they feel about your culture and like how you feel about their culture, and like talk it out with each other.
I gained, for a start, a lot of new friends. We're all the same type of person. We all like the same kind of things, doing the same things on the weekend, and with so much in common that you wouldn't realise.
I am so proud of every single one of those young people to show great leadership and the ability to give back to their community. What an achievement and what a credit they are. Well done.
Well, after our initial success of the film,
it was good because it gave a positive thing for our community. Like, we've never had anything like that before, and then it just showed that our whole community was behind us.
When the young people first started the programme, they were highlighted as being involved in a lot of negative behaviour, and using the time that they've been away and the stuff that they've achieved, the community are now able to see them in a more positive light. And I think that opens up into their next journey, you know, of becoming mentors and future leaders.
That is why I've become involved in a design group for the Future Leaders programme, as it has given us young people and emerging leaders the opportunities to influence the design of a programme that will equip us and others with the skills needed to face all new challenges we are facing in this uncertain time at the moment. I am now going to introduce Peter Sheridan, who is CEO with Cooperation of Ireland, who will give some background on the introduction of Cooperation Ireland's Future Leaders programme.
Hi everybody, and thank you Caitlin for that introduction. I'm delighted to be part of the launch of Cooperation Ireland Future Leaders programme. I'm particularly pleased that from the beginning in the design of this programme to the arrangements for this launch, it has been led by young people. That is the ethos of this programme. Albert Einstein said, "In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity." All of us could list the difficulties of today, of COVID, of Brexit, of mental health issues, of exam results, of border polls, and so on. But in Cooperation Ireland, we committed ourselves not to accept conditions as they exist, but rather to take responsibility for changing them. We see the best way of doing this is to invest in our young people. The one thing each of you have that no one else has is you, your voice, your mind, your story, and your vision. The Cooperation Ireland Future Leaders Programme is an opportunity for you to develop who you are through leadership training, through mental health training, and much more. We want, with your enthusiasm and passion, for you to become role models and ambassadors for young people of the future. And of course the future is uncertain, but we hope through this programme you will feel more equipped to adjust your own sails and handle whatever curveballs life may throw at you. So good luck and thank you. Now over to Siam.
Thank you, Peter. My name is Sam and I'm from Ballymun in Dublin. Last year we had the opportunity to get involved in the Dublin Youth Leadership Programme with Finglas Youth Resource Club. We completed our training, then went to Northern Ireland for a cross-border residential. It was so important for us to build relationships across border, especially with the uncertainty of Brexit. Unfortunately, our plans to create an environmental awareness campaign in the community, as well as host our northern partners in Dublin, had to be cancelled due to COVID and the lockdown in March. We as a group decided to continue to meet and support each other, even if now it was being done virtually. But it helped to keep us motivated and support those who are struggling with isolation. We adapted our social action to create a video on coping skills which we shared with our peers.
And something that has helped me with boredom and just my mental health in general has been music. I found that it's a really good escape and it's helped me with things like anxiety, and it's just kind of helped me get out of my own head. So yeah, if you have any instruments at home, I would recommend you pick them up and learn how to play them, or even just finding new music on the internet and focusing on that for a while. It's something that's helped me in any ways, so yeah.
Although it was a challenging year with COVID, I gained so much from this programme and it was the first time I went cross-border. I am delighted now with Future Leaders to have the opportunity to work with young people from so many different communities in the island. There are some in the group with more experience with programs like this than I have, but that is the great thing about Future Leaders, is that it brings together young people like me with other young people that I would have never had the chance to meet. Now we are working together, sharing, learning ideas, and getting a better understanding of each other. Now I would like to introduce Margaret Lucy, who will be managing the Future Leaders program.
Thank you, Sian. I'm very excited at the potential of our Future Leaders, which is a training program to empower the next generation of young leaders with the skills and the confidence to make a real positive influence on their own life and that of the wider society. As you will have seen, we have engaged young people from the very outset in this process, not only in creating the vision, but also in the design of the program, which was also informed by the vast experience of Cooperation Ireland in the delivery of a wide range of youth-focused programmes over the years. We will be utilising a number of active and collaborative learning strategies to allow the young participants to explore on an all-island basis a range of themes, including leadership, positive mental health, participation and community engagement, relationship building, to mention a few. These will allow them to develop their competency in a range of skills, including communication, presentation, decision making, and social. The young participants will be facilitated and mentored through a number of group activities and challenges, not only locally, but also on a cross-border basis and internationally. Really inspiring in them the potential to see the difference that they can make and the active role they can play in the issues that are important in their life. The model will take on a layered approach to training, allowing our young participants to build on the experience and the learning gained as they progress through, developing their capabilities and their understandings while challenging them to work collaboratively. For example, the very first module our design group will take on will be a first aid in mental health training program. Our young leaders will be encouraged to participate in social action and volunteer, developing their support networks for themselves, but also for their peers in the community. They will explore their sense of belonging and relationship to others through the groups formed, the local groups formed, their North-South partnerships, and also the international learning clusters that will be developed with their peers in the US and the United Kingdom. This is a wonderful opportunity for the young people to experience new opportunities, face new challenges, gain new skills, gain accreditation, build relationships, and work with communities they may never have had the opportunity to work with before. They will take on a range of challenges locally and together that will foster their own personal development, so they are better equipped to adapt to and take advantage of the changes in society, the economy, employment, and in life. We're facing a very busy time, but exciting time, and we're looking forward to it. And I would like to hand over so that you can hear a little bit more from our future leaders.
So the residential this weekend, the big focus was setting up a youth council in Northern Ireland. So last night we were real focusing on what sort of shape this would take. A lot of decisions made affect us directly, so I think it's important we get our say, and believe it or not, we might actually have a good idea here and there.
It's to give young people a voice.
Friendships forming, we're actually developing and making peace in Northern Ireland as well. Tons of youth projects, helping young people get involved in politics as well.
Just so that we can give a voice and empower young people.
This is an amazing experience, and I don't think I'd ever regret ever taking part of this. It's just, all in all, one of the best experiences of my life.
This Futures Leaders Design Group, basically what I'm involved in. Well, you know, like a lot of the other groups, we had ideas, as I said, we wanted to do stuff, we wanted to make change, but with this group we can make change, we can do stuff, we can make Ireland or the world or somewhere, even one person's life better. That's all you can ask for, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like, that's all you ever want, is to make life better, even if it's for yourself, for your family, for your community, for your country. That would be the best thing, and it doesn't really matter what anything else says. If it can make and help people, then that's all that really matters. I also would like, you know what I mean, like I want to get something out of it. Like helping people's lovely and all, and you get like a confidence and boost from it. But I think the training, like it should have, I'm not too sure, but it should do something to help us, so that way we can forward our education and forward our lives as well.
Hi, my name is Anne. I am from Castleberg, Northern Ireland. I was involved in the Young Advocates and got the opportunity to participate in workshops to do with diversity and barriers. I have been involved in the Future Leaders Design Group because it will build my confidence, I gain qualifications, and it's always good to challenge myself.
Hello everyone, my name is Connor and I am from North Belfast. I am so looking forward to becoming a Cooperation Ireland future leader and especially joining others from across the island as we go through the programme, which is starting here and now. Having been involved with Cooperation Ireland in the programme design team for the past few months, I can see the efforts that goes into making the programme for young people. I can also see that it takes a lot of money to plan, organise and make things happen. I therefore am very grateful to all ambassadors who have already come on board to support Cooperation Ireland and all new programme recruits. Your financial support and guidance gives Cooperation Ireland the independence needed to enable the young people to have a say in how the programme is planned and delivered. Without your support, this programme simply could not happen, especially in these uncertain times. Can I thank all the ambassadors who have taken the time to join us today for our launch. Cooperation Ireland's USA Chairman, Jim Clarkin, Justin McGreevy of the Henderson Group and Norbrook Laboratories. Liam Nuggle will now speak to you about becoming Cooperation Ireland's Future Leaders Programme ambassadors. Thank you all.
Hello everyone, and I'm really pleased to be here to talk about the Future Leaders Programme. I speak to you today as not only the chairman of Cooperation Ireland in the United States, but also as an ambassador, which I'm privileged to be an ambassador for the Future Leaders. Now, why do I think this is important? Well, I'm the father of 4 young people. The future of Ireland and Europe and the world is young people. And I think this Future Leaders Programme, if you think about it, we get 500 great young leaders working on the island of Ireland, but influencing, and this is the key thing, influencing how many other people? Maybe they'll influence 10, 20, 50 people. Think about that. Thousands of young people will be influenced by these ambassadors and future leaders to do the right thing for the country. So I would implore you all to put all your best efforts behind this. I think it's a great programme for not only London and Dublin and Belfast, but here also in New York, which gives it this great international appeal. I'm looking forward to seeing the programme develop. I'm looking forward to meeting all the future leaders, and I think this is something that we can all be very proud of. Thanks very much. Happy to be part of it.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the Future Leaders Programme on behalf of the Henderson Group. My name is Justine McGreevy and I'm the head of the Training Academy for Henderson's. We would like to wish you every success in your future learning journey, and hopefully I will meet some of you along the way. Good luck everyone.
Hello, my name is Liam Nagel. I'm Chairman and CEO of Norbrook Laboratories. I'm delighted that Norbrook are partnering with Cooperation Ireland on their new online Future Leaders programme. At Norbrook, we see young talent as the key to our future. Right across our organisation, we have programmes that brings apprentices on board and college graduates and mentor them right through our organisation development structure. We are proud to support this programme. It will provide invaluable skills and experience for young people across the island of Ireland. As a large employer, we are always looking for opportunities for our people to develop their leadership potential and ensure they can work well in teams. As I said, we are proud to continue supporting youth development and look forward to watching participants progress through the programme, and congratulations to you all.
Cooperation Ireland's mission to foster reconciliation remains critical. What better lesson can we teach our children about what can be achieved when all sides work together than this dream of peace that became a reality?
With some of our young leaders and our ambassadors. I'm going to begin by going to Dara Owens, is one of our young leaders from Belfast and part of our team group. And Dara, I think all are joining me, and Dara very interested in the whole area of accreditation and recognition for programs like this. So I was going to ask one of our young leaders, Dara, to tell us, why do you feel that this is so important?
Hi. Yes, I do feel that accredited qualifications are vital, and that they give young people a step to stand on. Especially for young people our age, I do feel it's important. So young people, they're coming along, they're looking to apply for jobs, they're going forward in education, they apply for whether that be through university in the north or the south, through UCAS or CAO. I feel like accredited qualifications are so important that they can put on their CVs, their university applications, and these qualifications can stay with a young person for life. It's not just for here and now. The qualifications can go through, when they're 40 down the line applying for top jobs. These qualifications can stay with them. And through former programs myself, and accredited qualifications that I have done through Cooperation Ireland, I can see the positives of having these. I do feel that's important for young people.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Dara. And maybe following on from that, may I introduce one of our ambassadors, and we're traveling all the way to New York. If I can introduce Julia McLaren. Julia, you're Executive Director with JP Morgan. And I know that you're a great advocate of mentoring as a learning experience. And you tell us a little bit about how we could incorporate something like that into our Future Leader Programme.
Thank you, and thank you so much for having me here today. I'm a huge advocate for mentoring, as you say. I have mentored and been mentored throughout my entire professional career. The mentors that I have had have been my cheerleaders, backing me and cheering me on. Sometimes they've been my conscience, and they've generally been a sounding board for me as I've worked through various stages in my career, solved problems and worked my way forward. And they have shared their expertise to me unreservedly. It has helped me hone my leadership skills, and for that I'm truly grateful. Now, as I sit in this seat as an ambassador for the Future Leaders Programme, I truly believe that mentorship is essential to help support and guide these fantastic young people as they go out as leaders in their own communities. I would say that leadership at any level is not easy. It can feel like quite a lonely job, and no single person has all the right answers. I feel like diversity and perspective is always needed, and I have certainly sought out mentors from different backgrounds. I have travelled the world with my job, lived in different countries, and had to learn about different cultures, different religions, and just interfaced with many people of different backgrounds. We now have ambassadors of all walks of life, brilliant experience involved in this program, and I know that, like me, they are all very eager to help shape this program and help shape these young people. Unfortunately, the virtual world we now live in makes it possible to give our future leaders access to this expertise. So we should take advantage of it. And equally, the mentorship these young leaders will then provide to others in their own communities will form a ripple effect, magnifying the benefits that we see. So I'm super excited to be involved in this.
And brilliant, thank you, and so good to have you on board, Julia. And I suppose following on from mentoring, we're getting some comments in here, and there's a young person in Limerick was talking about the role of giving young people their voice. And maybe Leah, I'm going to travel to Dublin, and one of our young participants, young leaders, Leah Delaney. Leah, maybe you'd respond to that in terms of the importance of young people getting involved in the community and having their voice heard.
Well, I think it's very important for young people to have a voice. You know, we don't get a lot of opportunities to have a voice, and I think it's very important that we do, especially as decisions are being made for us. And whatever decision is made for us, it's, you know, like, we should have our opinion put in. Any decision made for the country, for example, is going to directly affect us. So I think if they actually get our opinions and talk to us and see where we're coming from our perspective, I think it would be really good. I think it's really important for that to happen.
Brilliant, thank you, Leah. And I'm now going to introduce you to another ambassador, former Chief Constable with PSNI, and now a member of our board and an advocate for our Future Leader programme, George Hamilton. George, fundamental to the Youth Leader programme, we've talked about building relationships not only across communities on the island of Ireland, but with the United Kingdom and internationally. And what do you think of the importance of this at this particular juncture in time?
Well, I think building relationships is absolutely key to leadership, actually. And it's not just building relationships with people that you've got lots in common with, that sees the world through the same lens that I do, or that the individual does. It's actually about really embracing difference and realizing that diversity is not just about I suppose the normal statutory protected areas, important those are, of race and gender and sexual orientation and so on, but actually there's a real richness that comes from building relationships with people that are just different to us, perhaps because of where they live, their background, their upbringing, how they see the world. And I think that to build those sorts of relationships forces you actually to become more collaborative in leadership. And I think that a collaborative style to leadership makes for a much stronger leader who makes better decisions, who deals with dilemmas, who deals with risks in a much better way. And so I think the relationship building, across to our neighbours in the UK and across the Atlantic into the US, I suppose historically into those places, there have always been strong ties between us, and it is important that we build on that and that we develop those relationships that broadens our thinking, broadens our horizons, gives us a different, more informed perspective as we try to lead. And I think for the Future Leaders Programme, that relationship building is a really key element and something that will just develop these young leaders beyond even where they are now, and allow them to fulfill that potential for the future. So I'm very excited about this program. I'm delighted to be here at the launch today, and I really look forward to engaging with the program over the next 5 years.
Brilliant, thank you very much, George, and thank you for being here. And I'm going to put the very same question to get a young person's perspective. So I'm going to ask Aaron Smith. Aaron is one of our young leaders, and Aaron has been involved in cross-community programs as well as cross-border, and very much involved in volunteering. So Aaron, the same question for you. What would you see as the importance of the relationship building or the peace building element?
To answer your question, for me, I think that peace building and relationship building is vitally important for the perceptions of young people to be able to grow and thrive. As I've gotten older, sort of being able to recognize that some of the experiences that I've shared with those of a different religion or political standing have been the ones that have stuck with me throughout my adolescence, and sort of helped to shatter like any biases that I've picked up maybe during my formative years within my own community. And I think being involved in those capacity building or social action projects with other people from different communities, they help to be able to pull resources, and they have to acknowledge as well as appreciate other people's cultures and other people's attitudes towards where they're from. regardless of their background or their geographical location, and helps to sort of well, for me, it helps to highlight those similarities too, where young people may find that they have more in common with somebody from a different area that maybe they do with somebody who's older than them from the same area, despite the fact they may have similar upbringings or backgrounds. And then as a result, those sort of mutual endeavors, they have a vast amount of power behind them, and they can help to resonate within the other communities, and break down those sort of divisive barriers that might have existed there. And it's for that reason that I think it should be a big priority to ensure that the youth can enjoy multiculturalism and a lot more diverse experiences, just for the benefit of future generations as well as our own.
And thank you very much, Aaron. And now I'm just listening here. We have our two ambassadors present, Julia and George. And you've gotten a great overview of the programme. You've heard from our young people. And maybe if I could finish with asking you to give us, what would you see as a highlight or something that's really stood out for you in terms of where we're going with the future leaders? So maybe I begin with you, Julia.
Thank you. I'll start just by saying it's been a privilege to be part of this launch today and to share the virtual stage with George and the future leaders. I have certainly lived away from home for a long time, probably too long now, but my heart belongs in Ireland. And I have to say that listening to Dara, Aaron and Leah is truly heartening. You know, what fantastic examples you are setting to your peers and your broader communities. Your confidence, opinions, awareness is far beyond, you know, where I was or how I was at your age. So I think that's fantastic. Community engagement and education is clearly essential to maintain a positive path forward for any town, city, nation. And I think we can see that small fractures can quickly become big, especially in times of challenge like we're facing now. And that just makes programs like this all the more important. You know, I really got some goosebumps when I was watching the video at the beginning, showing all of the efforts that are taking place across Ireland. I think it's truly fantastic. And leadership skills, which is something close to my heart, are skills that will benefit all of these future leaders throughout their lives going forward. I believe the programme will be truly transformational for participants on many levels. And listening to you all today gives me great hope that the future of Ireland, Northern and Southern Ireland, is in good hands. I will personally commit to do what I can to make this programme successful, and I wish you all the best in the world. I'm sure that you will be incredibly successful at this and beyond.
Thank you very much, Julia. And George, just to finish with a few words from yourself as our second ambassador present.
Yeah, thank you. This has been really positive. I think it was Peter Sheridan mentioned early in the launch about just some of the challenges that we're facing, even globally, the pandemic, the political uncertainties in the US, our own difficulties in the north, and right across Europe with Brexit and all of that. But this, in the midst of all of those challenges, a program designed by young people for young people to develop their leadership is really constructive. It's something to be excited and positive about. And the strands of it, it's so full of meaning and depth, addressing issues like mental health and resilience, building relationships, building networks, building confidence, all of that. And young people being equipping themselves really to contribute and to have their voice heard. I think this is extremely positive. And like Jim said, you know, the ripple effect of this will go way beyond the 500 young people who are lucky enough to get onto the program, into their peers and their family connections and the communities that they live in. So I think we have a lot to be positive about. And I want to thank the young people for the design of the program and for their input to it. And as I said earlier, really looking forward to whatever little help I can give to the program in the years ahead. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I suppose in line with the thank you, future leaders, I might leave Dara finish us off. Your last comments, Dara, and what you're looking forward to.
I feel that the Future Leaders Programme is going to give young people across the island of Ireland a big opportunity, to get the accredited qualifications we talked about here in the north, to build bridges, close gaps, in the likes of good relations and stuff Aaron was mentioning. I do feel that it will be so important to young people here and will be one of the greatest experiences that they'll ever do.
Brilliant. Thank you all so much, and I really do appreciate you joining us today and for your support, and I look forward to working with you over the next while. So thank you very much. It's now my great pleasure to introduce a multi-awarding actor, James Nesbitt, who's going to join us virtually to formally launch our programme here today. You probably remember him best from roles and such things as Feet, The Hobbit, and Waking Ned. And he is also an advocate for many charities and is also the Chancellor of Ulster University. So we're delighted that James has taken time to be with us today, and I will now hand over to him to formally launch our event. And thank you all very much. James.
A big hello from Portrush on the north coast of Northern Ireland to everyone who joined us today from both sides of the Irish Sea and both sides of the Atlantic. I am delighted to be joining our young recruits and programme ambassadors for the launch of the new Cooperation Ireland Future Leaders Programme. The young people have led the development, designing and planning of this programme, and the quality of their work shines through and gives us all great hope for a peaceful and prosperous future. Congratulations to all involved, and I look forward to following all the Future Leaders' progress over the next 5 years. I know you will succeed, and I know what a difference you will make among your peers and in your local communities. Well done. I've watched with admiration over a number of years how the charity has worked at strengthening and deepening relationships across the community in Northern Ireland, across this island and between Britain and Ireland. Over 21 years into our peace process, it is clear that there are no shortcuts. Lasting peace requires constant vigilance. For example, the decision by the UK to leave the European Union has already tested those relationships. It will continue to do so unless we commit ourselves to recognising the diversity of identities and traditions and learn to share this place. There is nothing to be gained in competing national identities, and don't we know it? Key to this will be protecting the network of relationships which underpin peace across these islands. It is great to see that Cooperation Ireland are to the fore in protecting these relationships. I am particularly pleased that Cooperation Ireland will champion the voices of our young people. Despite all of the challenges in the world, the most important investment of our time is in our people and in our youth. In my work as Chancellor of Ulster University, I know that if you want to have a lasting influence on the future, you must invest in people's lives. And if you want to maximise that investment, then we must invest in people when they are young. That is why the Cooperation Ireland Future Leaders Programme is so pivotal at this time. It is about investing in young people. It is about investing in the future. Through the programme, young leaders will be developed and educated through a facilitated training programme. They will be equipped with the confidence and skills to work with others from diverse backgrounds, to take an active role in peace building and the development of their own communities. They will also be given the opportunity and support to build relationships across the island and between these islands, laying a foundation for good future relations. I applaud those among you who have become ambassadors in support of our young people. Please work with them and give them every chance to positively influence their lives and the lives of their peers and their local communities. If you are considering becoming a Future Leaders Programme ambassador, wait no longer. Commit to helping today. Contact Cooperation Ireland, because our young people deserve your support. I want to finish by wishing each one of our young future leaders every success in completing your journey through the new Cooperation Ireland programme. Grasp the opportunity with both hands. Listen and learn from the staff and facilitators. Take on board the incredible experiences and guidance available through the Ambassadors Network. We also need your help. Become a role model for positive change. Of course, change is hard. It's messy. But as George Bernard Shaw said, progress is impossible without change, and those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. So, be proud to act as a Cooperation Ireland future leader in your own local community, across the island with your new network of young leaders, and when the opportunity presents itself, internationally, when engaging with similar youth leadership programmes in Britain and the United States of America. Good luck to you all, and don't be afraid of moving forward. The future is bright. If you want to find out how you can help, please email futureleaders@cooperationireland.org. Thank you to everyone.
My name is Joe Duffy and I am from Belfast. I am here today to round things off. Firstly, I would like to thank the staff at Cooperation Ireland for their continued patience in guiding and supporting us through the launch of this very important programme for young people. I would also like to thank Seismic Events for providing the online forum and the expertise to enable people from this island, our neighbouring island, and from all the way across the Atlantic to participate with us here today. This programme is not just about us, the young people, so I would encourage all of our ambassadors to continue to involve themselves as much as possible in mentoring, offering sessions and workshops, and delivering training, guidance and advice for employment prospects. In these times, we need all the help that we can get. Thank you for coming to our virtual launch, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to become a Cooperation Ireland future leader. Finally, during the summer, Cooperation Ireland was approached by Tourism Ireland to produce a song from young people from all across the island that despite the COVID-19 pandemic, Ireland was still thinking about those who love to visit our shores. And true to form, our young people delivered. I leave you now with a song of hope and friendship.
changing